I hope this finds you doing well, and I want to thank you again for tuning in and letting me encourage you. In Philippians, especially in chapter number 4, he's talking a lot about rejoicing and the peace that follows. But today, I just want to take a few minutes and ask you, what are you thinking about? Because what we think about has a powerful effect in our lives. In Philippians chapter number 4, verse number 8, he says, finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. You see, if you watch too much news, there isn't much good news out there, and who knows what they're telling you true or not true, but it can get pretty discouraging, and people can get angry. And if you start dwelling on something, a past hurt or something that someone said, or maybe a perceived slight, and you let yourself lock in and think about that things, it'll affect you in a very negative way. So Paul told the believers, he said, think about what you're thinking about. Think about what's true. Don't focus on falsehood and lies. Think about what's true. Focus on the truth. Think about the things that are honorable, the things that are just, the things that are pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, whatever is excellent, anything that's worthy of praise. That's where we set our minds. That's where we place our focus. And I think each of us knows from a great deal of experience that when we don't take ownership or control of what we're thinking about, we can find ourselves with a wide array of emotions, anger and frustration and anxiety, and not experience everything that God has for us. He says to us earlier in this chapter, says, don't be anxious for anything. Well, why? Because you're in God's hands. He's in control of your life. So don't focus on what people are saying or doing wrong or the evil in the world. Focus on the lovely, the commendable, the pure, the just, the right. And then we'll find that our lives are being transformed, renewed. Romans 12 says basically the same thing a different way. After telling them to give their lives in reasonable surrender, he said, don't be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is good and acceptable, the perfect will of God. You see, renewing of the mind is thinking about the right things. Not your failures or even your successes, but Christ and his perfect success, his love for you, his acceptance, all he has done for you, in you and through you. And your transformation becomes experiential when you think on these things. If you think on the wrong things, if you think on all the evil that's out in the world or all the hurt that people have caused you, it will hurt you. It'll hinder your experience of all that he has for you. And so, what are you thinking about? Don't let your mind just wander. Choose to think on the right things. Think about the right person, what he has done, Jesus, the lover of your soul. Remember what he declares to be true and pure and lovely, commendable. And you'll find your experience, your heart ready to rejoice, ready to give thanksgiving. And your life, your spirit, your emotions all transform simply by thinking on the right things, renewing your mind. I love you. Have a great day.